Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. And I believe this one is day 28, and today's the 29th, so I'm only one day behind. Woo! I'm going to also be working with my Close to My Heart Comfort and Joy collection because it's Thursday. And after this layout, I have one more full 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper left. I just go ahead and take those two pieces of cardstock and I stick them in the bin behind me in my cardstock caddy so that I can grab from that later on, because I will just be putting everything into my stash, my inventory basically after this, because I'm done with the collection. Now, as you can see, there was some mixed media that was on that sketch, and I will leave a link to the Facebook group and everything below so you can go see all the other ladies that have been participating and all the fabulous layouts that have been done. I am going to go ahead and grab this Tim Holtz stencil. It's a tag stencil, and it's got roses on it, but it's fine. And I do grab some Distress Oxide, and I believe it's in Worn Lipstick, but I could be 100% wrong. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my tool, and I just kind of move it around the layout to where I want it, and trying to not have it overlap and look horrible, and I don't want straight edges either. Now, when I did this, I do end up flipping the layout because the way that I have the mixed media and the way it ends up going, I like it to be like teetering off, like it's running down the page, and right now it looks weird. So when you flip it over, it's thick at the top, and that's where the picture is going to go, pretty much right there in that general vicinity. See, we flip it over, and I like that. Even though there is kind of a straight edge, that's going to be covered by the picture, and you won't be able to see that weird gap. You're just going to see a couple of this area peeking out behind my two photos, which the sketch calls for one 4x6, but I did two 3x4s. These are older pictures of me and my brother, circa 1983, visiting Santa at the mall. Right here I am going to go ahead and trim these down because they are old photos. They are originals. I have no problem scrapping originals. There's like 400 copies of all of these pictures. It's somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and trim them because they have the rounded corners, and I want to make them, 3x4s, which they're like a weird size anyway. They're not a standard today size. So I'm going to go ahead and get these trimmed down, and I'm going to go ahead and mat them on that diagonal paper, the brown and white paper. It's more of a tan and white, I guess. And that was just a scrap that I had kicking in this kit for a while from one of the layouts that I had done, and I finally am able to use it up. However, I get this all stuck down, and when I flip it over, I love the back side of this paper as well, actually more than I like the diagonal stripe. So I do go ahead and use that as part of the banner that is going to run across the top of the page. Right here I'm just going to fussy cut this around, and then I just go straight off, and then I do a wonky cut right here just because I didn't know how far I was going to be away from the picture. I couldn't judge it because I can't. So I went ahead and cut it, and I'm just trimming everything up. And I'm going to go ahead and mat it again in the green paper just to bring some more green to the front of the layout, because that pattern paper that I'm using as my background sheet is all green. It's like a, I don't know if that would be considered a Damascus. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I do trim this down again, and that is going to serve as my mat. Now, a lot of those scraps, after I'm done creating this layout, the majority of the smaller scraps, actually all of the smaller scraps and just a couple of the bigger scraps, are going to stay, because I'm going to try to create one more layout and kill it all off and be happy. That is where my picture is going to go. I'm going to use this zip strip right here as the base for the banner pieces, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this red and the back of the striped paper, and I'm going to cut them into 2-inch strips. They're actually going to be 2x3 to make my banner pieces, and I don't make you watch me do all that, but here we are right here. And as I got them all cut, I lost one of the brown ones, and I do end up having to make another one, so I will show you how I made those in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. I do want to make sure that it's farther up on the page because I know in the sketch everything and like the banner pieces and everything all intertwine. I did not like that, so I do not do that. So right here I'm just like, I'm going to lay them out. So I know I want 4 of the red and 3 of the brown. And then I'm like, where's my other brown? And I search for it for just a minute. Pick up my page, kind of look around. I don't know if I accidentally threw it away. I don't know what. So I am able to get another one of these small pieces of that pattern paper right there. And I did kind of look through my little recycling bin just to see. And I ended up finding this 2x2 square. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And then I had used one that was a pattern. That was my place, whatever, however I cut it. Anyway, so that's what I was looking with all the red ones. So you just see I cut it like a normal fishtail banner, and then I started at the top and went to the peak, and there we have those fun little banner shapes. I'm going to go ahead and flip my layout around so that I can evenly space them and get them stuck onto the page. And it does take me a minute because obviously the top is skinnier than the bottom. And I always work on the 2 outside pieces, get them down, and then try to evenly space them around. I only have to move one and try to recenter it again, which it comes off very easily. So I'm just kind of getting them pleasing to the eye. And I'm just using my ATG. And yes, I have absolutely no problem folding them in half and doing the cutting. As you can see, I don't crease it. I just fold it. So it is bent and beveled a little bit, but after you put the adhesive down, it's fine. That's the one that I'm going to have to move because I have it too close. And you'll see there's a big gap. Well, obviously not that big from this far away, but it's totally fine. And then I'm looking at it, and right there I'm like, yep, that one's too close, so we're just going to pop her back up and move it over just a smidge. And I am liking the way that looks. I actually think that looks like, after I got it done, I mean, it does resemble the sketch, but to me it looks like the roof of a candy shop or a building. So, put that one in my memory banks to create a roof later on for layouts. I did have this tag sitting right here. To the left of me, I have all of my October daily items. Basically everything that has to do with autumn, fall, and Halloween are all in one big old bin. And I basically break it out once a year, but I've got so much because I buy stuff, and then because I don't see it all the time and I'll forget, I've got so much over there that I have made it a mission that next year I will not be buying anything, and also to use some of that stuff up, and those tags were in there. I do go ahead and grab that oval and green and gold sticker from the sticker sheet, also that little bow, so I don't have to try to find some twine because that was behind me. That green oval is going to serve as the title for my layout, and it's December to Remember. I do grab this little tree. After this, there's not going to be too much more that I'm going to do. I'm going to layer one more gold glittery piece on there, and that is going to be it. So this is my December to Remember, Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, Day 28. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the layout. Click that subscribe button below if you want to see more videos from me. And also don't forget to go check out the website and see all the wonderful layouts that can inspire you to find out how everybody is using this sketch. And that's it. Thanks, guys.